And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to bring up none other than the father of the bride. Give it up for Mr. Paul Selleck.
Oh, I have to follow Colin. Oh, gosh. I had 5 words to say in the ceremony, and I barely got through those, so please bear with me. Now, all these millennials had their phones. I got paper. Oh, well, Elizabeth, we did it. And now it's time to celebrate. Are y'all ready to celebrate? Several months ago, I asked Elizabeth, well, how much time do I have for my toast? And she said, well, you have all the time you want. This is your party. And I said, cool. So y'all ready to have a party? And despite having 26 years to prepare for today, I'm still left speechless at how beautiful my daughter looks. And I'm so proud of you and Rad. And I have a new favorite saying. I'm the father of the bride. There's a remarkable amount of love in this courtyard tonight. Can you feel it? And it's been building for a whole week. Such a beautiful couple and a beautiful setting on this beautiful evening. We've been praying for good weather for 6 months, and it couldn't be better. And we're here with all of our dear friends and family, and you are all beautiful too. Today, the whole world is beautiful. Summer, there are many moments that you and I have shared over 26 years, but walking you down the aisle had to be my favorite ever. And I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you and Rad are made for each other. It is said that a marriage is not finding someone you can live with. It's finding that person you can't live without. And I know you have found that in each other. And I can't wait to see how you grow together as a couple. It's incredible to Elizabeth and I'm sure to Cam, how many of the avenues of our lives are intersecting tonight in this courtyard in Ojai, California. Cam mentioned it earlier. One of those roads is Continentals. Elizabeth has known Cam for plus 40 years. Cam said he was at our wedding. That's absolutely right. And so many of you have deep roots to that organization. Another one of those roads is all the churches that we've been a part of here in Ventura and Louisiana. And so many of our friends that we have met through those churches are so dear to us, and they are not our friends, they are more like family. We appreciate and love every one of you. Thank you for loving us, but more importantly, thank you for loving our children and being such an indelible part of their lives. Another one of those roads is baseball, if you can believe it, right over here. Many of you don't know that Scotty, who officiated tonight or this evening, he coached my oldest son Jordan in Little League Baseball years ago. That's where we met, and we were so happy that he was able to officiate tonight. Thank you so much, Scotty. There are many other roads, of course, and so many of you have played instrumental roles in Rad's and Summer's life, and there are also so many of you who made today possible. I can't name you all. You know who you are, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is a dream come true. When Summer and Rad started dating, 3 years ago? I asked Elizabeth, please tell me that we won't have to move Summer to Washington. I've moved her so many times, but on June 28th, 2020, we set out on what turned out to be a 60-hour drive, 6-0. What a crazy, great, fun, and exhausting trip that was. And I started to see a recurring theme. Anytime we're together with Rad and Summer, it is crazy, great fun, and it is exhausting. I would be remiss if I didn't tell a story about Summer. But which one? There are so many. Is it the drive from Blythe, California to Ventura in a Nissan Versa with no transmission? Only a daughter could convince her dad that was a good idea. It took us 9 hours. Or our lunch at Galatoire's. It's a famous restaurant in New Orleans. We had a very fat gift certificate. We had to use it that evening, and we just kept ordering food all night. It was fantastic. Or getting the call from your school again. Her earring post was stuck in her earlobe, and the school's nurse wouldn't take it out. So I went over there with my needle nose pliers, and I got that done. Or maybe it was a time she called and said she locked her keys in her car. So I drove 30 miles to unlock it. And yeah, the car was locked, but the back doors weren't. One time she called me, she FaceTimed me, and she needed to change a ceiling fan, and we got it done. All she had was a butter knife. So I spent 6 months putting together a toolbox for her. I put a padlock on it with a special combination, sent it across the country, and couldn't wait till she FaceTimed me, wanting to know what the combination was and we could open the toolbox together. Well, that never happened. She guessed the combination on the first try and opened the toolbox without me. Does she know her dad or what? Or maybe that time I threw a snowball at you and you cried. But the story I want to tell is during her high school years, we decided to cook together every Sunday night. We would prepare the menu and then drive all over Ventura County trying to find every ingredient that we needed. You made a memory book, do you remember? I was going through it the other night before my flight, and I knew we had made ratatouille. You wrote me a note. Do you mind if I read it? There's something in there that is pretty appropriate for today. Okay, here I go. Daddy, I hope you enjoyed this book I made for all our wonderful meals we've cooked. I know this isn't all our meals, but it's a good amount. Cooking with you on Sundays was one of my favorite things to do ever, and I've missed it very much. I will always hold those memories dear to me. Thank you for teaching me how to cook from when I was a little girl to now. Okay, here it is. My husband and kids one day are going to be lucky because of it. No, we didn't cook elk and gooey duck clams and fresh crab and duck, but she's done a great job. I'm very glad that we will always be able to bond in the kitchen and that cooking will always be something special between you and I. Again, thank you for all you've taught me, inside the kitchen and out, smiley face. I love you so much, Daddy. You're the greatest. Love always and forever. Your baby girl. I think one of the things we want to bequeath to our children as parents is roots. We want to give them deep roots. We want to give them a place they call home, and the two of you certainly have deep roots. And the other thing we try to give you is wings. And I know I speak for everybody in this room when I say we can't wait to see where together your wings take you. So please raise your glass. It's said that when a couple has true love, parents have true joy. So here's to your true love and our true joy. May every dream of yours come true in unimaginable ways. We love you so much, Mr. and Mrs. Radfloria.